Realm Royale. Now, you may have never heard of this game, but trust me, it was amazing. With some flaws. Realm Royale released in 2018 and was developed by both high-res studios known for their games like Paladins and probably more commonly Smite, and a new studio called Heroic Leap Games known for, well, Realm Royale. It seems that they were specifically made just to make Realm Royale. The game was actually originally conceived as a spin-off mode for high-res's Overwatch-like game Paladins, which is way bigger now than it used to be. This was back in 2018, but eventually they decided to work with Heroic Leap Games to turn it into its own Battle Royale game that mixes fantasy with Battle Royale. Unlike the other Battle Royale games at the time, Realm Royale was different. Instead of trying to copy Fortnite with its building mechanics or just another generic Battle Royale game, they decided to mix abilities and combat, which is something more commonly seen with Apex today. But they had the most important feature ever: horseback riding. Well, let's go into the gameplay loop so you can see what I mean. So, what's the gameplay loop? You spawn into a lobby, you land, you loot guns and abilities, you ride a horse, you get a kill. You ride some more, you get another kill. Ride even more, and you either die or win. Sounds normal, a little bit of looting in between. Wrong. We haven't even scratched the surface on how they try to make it different. Let's start with the death mechanic. Ultimately, one of the biggest differences ever done in a Battle Royale game. Nowadays, we have mechanics in Fortnite and Apex where if you die, your teammate can bring you back to life. Now, the way Realm Royale handled this was unique. In any mode, if you died, you turned into a chicken. This gives you a chance to attack the person who downed you, which doesn't really do much except in this one specific clip. Or you could run and hide, and then just I think this is my favorite feature of the game, honestly. Well, that and the abilities. The abilities are one of the main features of the game. So when you start, you get to choose one of 4 classes. There's the warrior, who could do heroic leap into the air and slam down. The assassin, who can do his blink ability, which is a teleport. The hunter, who gets a dodge roll. And the mage, who can fly? None of these really matter though, because you can find all these abilities and use them on any character. The only thing that the classes matter for is the special ability bonuses that you get as you level up, so you can deal more damage with certain weapons or abilities. These abilities are broken down into 3 different categories: offensive, defensive, and passive, as you would see with games with abilities. And they can vary from throwing a flaming skull, to knocking someone in the air, to healing yourself and team, flying. In fact, you can see remnants of the Paladin's DNA in some of the abilities and mechanics. For example, the chicken death mechanic is actually Pip's ult from Paladins. The concussive bomb ability is Bomb King's bombs. And of course, the horse riding from Paladins is still here. Honestly, awesome feature. Some of the other mechanics include disenchanting, which means you destroy a weapon or ability for some materials. You can then take these materials to a forge located in many of the named locations to make healing potions, armor potions. You can upgrade your equipment, make new weapons, some class-specific weapons, class-specific abilities, normal abilities, and then players can tell if someone's crafting at these by a giant smoke cloud above the actual forge, or by the loud-ass sound the hammer makes when it smacks something. Back in the day, the game was pretty fun. At launch, it had 104,000 players, but now it's dwindled just down to about 1,000. But why? Well, let's look back at other games at the time. Fortnite had just launched Chapter 1 Season 4, which I'm saying Chapter 1 because, you know, we got 3 chapters now, which is when the game started getting huge, and all the streamers started playing it, like, think Ninja, everything like that. That's when it began. And I think it just came out at an unfortunate time, because as soon as Fortnite reached Season 5, the player base for Realm dropped to 3,800. And it did peak a little bit after one major update, and it went back up to 10k, but then it immediately just did a downward spiral back to 3,000. In all honesty, the game's mechanics just couldn't compete with the metaphorical crack cocaine that was Fortnite Battle Royale, which basically has capitalized on the Battle Royale genre. But even though the game started to decline in popularity, it kept getting semi-consistent updates all the way until the final update in 2020 on January 31st. You may be wondering, well, where's the game now? Well, it's still alive, kind of. It seems like the lobbies are mostly bots only now, but I still really enjoy it, especially when I encounter actual people. I mean, I suck at the game. I'm not gonna lie, my script says I've still yet to get a win, but I got a win right before recording this voice line, so, fuck you, past me. But in all honesty, it seems like the devs have abandoned the game in favor of more successful games like Smite and Paladins. They probably saw that Realm wasn't doing so well, and they just canned it. Or they had major updates planned, and then the pandemic hit, and they just couldn't keep that company up and running when it didn't make them enough money. The game is filled to the brim with cosmetics, but nobody's really buys them. Honestly, I have a couple. I think the most I spent on this game is probably 20 bucks. I don't remember. But since as I said, the final update was in 2020, the servers are still online, which means that if you are interested in trying it, you can install it on any platform that's available on to play. I will warn you, it's probably dead, and it has some issues sometimes. Some of these issues include hackers occasionally, at least on the PC version. Especially on the PC version, not even one, like 2 of the achievements are glitched, making it impossible to get due to them removing the secret 5th class of the game, the Engineer, which he was here for a while, and then they just removed him, but didn't remove the achievement, so there's 2 achievements, which is like Adept Engineer and Master Engineer, which is impossible to get now, because he doesn't exist.
I am a goner!
In conclusion, I think Realm Royale just came out at a really bad time. It's kind of an interesting specimen to look at. Like, it's a good game, but it shows you how much Fortnite, like, destroyed the Battle Royale genre. And I'm not saying destroyed in a bad way. I'm saying it, like, a good way. It did so well that it just... no other games could compete. Anything in the same genre. If it was a Battle Royale, nah, Fortnite's better, I guess. Like, it's insane. Realm is insanely fun. I highly recommend you to try it out if you can. Super fun, honestly.